Let the beauty of what you love be what you do. Such beauty. Such delicate beauty.
You like roomy too?
This is paradise. Let the beauty of what you love be what you do.
What happened? It was just perfect. What's going on? This is crazy! No, 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 no! Go. That was insane!
You're safe. You're beautiful when you're angry.
Who's there?
Who are you?
Stranger. I lost my way. I've been walking for hours. And this storm, hey, it's getting worse. The wind is pulling trees out of the ground. It's not safe out here. I'm not asking for much. Just one night. One night of shelter. I'll leave at first light.
One night.
This place, it's like something out of a dream.
Do you live here alone?
Don't you dare think for a second that I'm alone. I have the rain. I have the trees. I have Rumi and 100 poets who talk to me every night. I have a forest that knows my name. So don't you dare call me alone.
I wouldn't dream of it.
I'm making tea. Do you want some, or are you just gonna stand there dripping on my floor?
Ha! Tea would be wonderful.
It's nothing fancy. Just whatever I had.
I've eaten in restaurants in cities all over the world. Not one of them ever looked like this. Not one of them ever felt like this.
Thank you. Eat before it gets cold.
I didn't slave over a hot stove for compliments.
Then, how are you, real?
Eat.
So you built this place yourself?
Mostly. The cottage was here when I found it. But everything else, Tar, I did that. Took me 3 years. 3 years.
Alone. In the middle of a jungle.
What did I say about the word alone?
Right? Right. Forgive me. You have Rumi.
And the rain. Don't forget the rain. Yeah?
How could I?
So what about you? What kind of man walks through a jungle in a storm with nothing but the clothes on his back?
The kind who needed to get lost to figure out where he actually belongs.
Have the last one.
Thank you, Rosie.
You're welcome. Now help me clean up. The sink is pink too, in case you were wondering.
Of course it is.
You are so beautiful today.
How am I supposed to leave?
You're awake. Come outside today. The morning is too beautiful to watch through glass.
I'm coming.
You're thinking too loud. I can hear it over the birds.
Rosie, I have to leave today.
I know. I know.
Come with me.
Jackwood, this is my home. This is everything I need. Wait, listen to me.
I'm not asking you to leave forever. Just come with me for a little while. A few weeks. Think of it as a vacation. See the world outside these trees, the lights. And when you're done, when you miss your roses and your rain and your forest, you come right back.
If even one of my roses dies while I'm gone,
I'll personally replant the entire garden.
with your bare hands,
With my bare hands.
a few weeks.
Not a day more.
Not a day more.
This is the one.
A little piece of home. The heart of it all.
Goodbye for now.
You'll be back before the roses even notice.
I'll be back. I promise. What is this?
Your ride. You ride, my lady.
Jackwood,
Yes?
what is this?
A carriage.
I can see it's a carriage. Why does it look like it belongs to a king?
I wasn't just lost in the storm, Rosie. I was running from something.
A life I didn't choose. A palace I never felt at home in. A crown that never fit. Prince Jackwood. And I've been running from that title my entire life, until last night.
Last night was the first time I didn't want to run anymore.
A prince.
Yes,
A real prince.
with a palace.
And a crown.
Yes.
And you knocked on my door, soaking wet, like a lost puppy, looking for shelter.
Yes.
A prince. And you couldn't even open my door handle in the rain.
Yes.
You really are something else, Jackwood.
Try.
You did all this for me?
I told them to make everything pink.
It's beautiful. It feels like a dream.
It's real, Rosie.
Where are we going?
Wherever it leads us.
I'm not sure what to expect anymore.
Neither am I.
I didn't know the world had this much color. It's like the earth is sleeping.
And we're just passing through its dreams.
Yes. It's so perfect.
It is.
Even the sky knows my color.
Yes.
It does.
Jackwood. Oh, I can't believe it. I read about the scene 100 poems.
And now you see it.
There's so much more.
I never knew the world could be this beautiful. Or that I would find it in her.
Almost there.
So close.
Are we there? You said you were a prince. I did. I thought you meant a small palace. A little one. Maybe a few rooms and a nice garden. But this is massive. This is a king.
Rosie. I have lived in that palace my entire life. I have walked those marble floors. I have eaten at golden tables and slept under painted ceilings and been surrounded by more beauty than... And I had to walk into a storm and get lost in a jungle to find the most beautiful thing I have ever known.
I don't belong here. Rosie.
Welcome to my home.
Your home has angels on the ceilings.
Wait until you see the library.
Well, well. My husband returns.
And no shoes. Bold choice for a palace. Darling, I bring more than that for a weekend at the lake house. Do you even know which fork to use at dinner, sweetheart?
No, I don't know which fork to use.
But I know that a woman who needs to make a stranger feel small has never once felt big herself.
Enjoy your stay, darling. However long it lasts. Wife?
It was arranged. Before I was born. I didn't choose it. I have never desired. Rosie, I should have told you. I know I should have told you.
The storm, the cottage, the carriage, the cherry blossoms, and now this.
What else haven't you told me, Prince Jackwood?
I see it there. The walls going up behind those eyes.
Aldrich,
Your Highness.
prepare the rose chamber. Fresh flowers, pink roses, silk linens, candles.
The Rose Chamber, Your Highness?
Yes. I want books.
You have a wife, Jackwood.
I have a marriage. I don't have a wife. There's a difference.
Is there?
Come, let me show you your room.
If there are no books in this room, I'm leaving tonight.
There will be an entire library.
This room has Rumi on the shelf, Jackwood.
I know.
And Neruda.
I know.
And a pink teapot.
I know.
You're making it very difficult to be angry at you.
That was the plan.
Rest. Read. Drink your tea. I'll be in the garden. The one you can see from your window.
You did all this in one night?
There you are.
This is magnificent.
You do this for all your guests?
I've never had a guest like you.
Even the water is decorated.
Aldrich takes his work very seriously.
Oh.
So what do you do when it becomes unbearable?
I walk into storms.
And knock on strangers' doors.
Yes.
Can I ask you something?
Can I ask anything?
That night, Tide, in the storm tide, were you really lost? Or were you running?
I was lost because I was running. And I stopped running because I found something. Something. A cup of tea. A girl reading Rumi in the rain.
Jackwood.
You don't have to say anything. I just wanted you to know.
I'm never leaving this palace.
You're welcome. Good night, Rosie.
Good night, Jackwood. Enter. Helen, your evening tea, Your Highness.
The guest has been settled, Your Highness.
Fresh flowers were arranged. Books were placed on the shelves. The pink porcelain tea set was row.
The pink porcelain.
I believe it was the prince's instruction, Your Highness.
What else did the prince instruct?
Dresses, Your Highness, from the royal collection, in every shade of pinks, and a vanity set, and a full library of poetry.
And?
A full library. And the prince arranged a private dinner tonight, in the grand dining hall.
A private dinner. Yes, Your Highness.
5 years in this palace, not once has Jackwood arranged a private dinner for me. For a girl he met yesterday, the entire palace is turned upside down.
Get out. I don't care about Jackwood. A girl from a jungle, barefoot, carrying a suitcase, and already she has it all.
The rose chamber, the pink porcelain, the royal wardrobe. Everything I worked for, everything I in this palace. And for her, everything is handed to her on a silver platter. She will not take this from me.
prince requests your presence, Miss Rosie.
Miss Rosie, if you would follow me.
Jackwood, what is this?
A dance.
Oh, this is not just a dance.
It is, if you say yes.
Where did you learn to dance?
I didn't. I'm making it up.
You're good at making things up.
Only the important things.
No.
Jackwood.
I know.
Tell me.
I was 22. She was decided before either of us could walk.
The alliance between two royal houses trust. Her family's name, our family's kingdom. It was never a question. It was a contract signed in ink before it was signed at the altar.
We stood side by side at the ceremony. We said the words. We wore the crowns. The kingdom celebrated for 3 days.
We stood in the corridor between our two bedrooms, and she looked at me, and I looked at her, and we both knew.
Knew what?
That there was nothing there. No anger, no resentment. Just nothing. Like two strangers who happened to share a last name and a building. She walked into her room, I walked into mine. And in 5 years ago, that distance has never changed. Not once. She doesn't love me, Rosie. She never has. And I have never loved her. We are honest about this, both of us. It is the one thing we have ever agreed on.
Then why stay married?
Because a royal marriage is not a marriage. It's architecture. You don't like the color. It holds something up. Remove it, and the whole structure asks questions. Her family keeps their status. My family keeps their alliance. The kingdom sees stability. We are free.
Does she know? About me being here?
She greeted you herself. You met her warmth firsthand.
That wasn't warmth. That was a woman measuring a threat.
You're right. Erica doesn't care who I bring home. She cares what the servants think, what the court whispers. She protects her position while not her heart, because her heart was never in this. Neither was mine.
I believe you. I understand.
I know. I know.
Good morning, darling. See? Did you sleep well? That room can be a bit large, Ver. I always worry guests feel lost in it. Rosie, you must try the apricot jam, Joe. It's Jackwood's favorite. I have it made specially for him every season. Don't I, darling?
I don't recall.
Oh, you never remember the little things. That's why you have.
Darling, could you pass the honey? You know I can never reach it. Here. You two are lovely together. Well, 5 years of marriage. We have our routines.
The roses are in full bloom. You'll love them.
I'd love that. Well, I have a full schedule today. Meetings with the court. You two enjoy the gardens. See you tonight, darling. That dress looks beautiful on you, Rosie. It was one of my favorites.
Rosie, I'm sorry.
She has never lied. Hi, that was not the slate.
I grew up alone in a jungle. I've survived storms that rip trees out of the ground. It's gonna take a lot more than apricot jam to frighten me. Here. You haven't eaten enough. You're still awake.
What are you doing here, Erica?
I can't visit my own husband? It's been a long time, Jackwood. We used to at least try.
Don't. 5 years, Erica. 5 years you have not touched me. 5 years you have not stepped foot in this room. 5 years you have not looked at me the way you are looking. And now, Tay, the moment another woman walks into this palace, suddenly you remember you have a husband? This is not love, Erica. This is not even desire. This is strategy. And I will not be your chess piece.
You're right. Silly of me. I just thought for one night we could be what the kingdom thinks we are.
The kingdom thinks what you want it to think. That has never been my concern.
You know what's funny, Jackwood? I never wanted you, not once. But I would rather burn this palace to the ground than watch someone else have what I chose not to take. There. Just right. I thought you might be thirsty. Thank you. I never come in here. I should. It's beautiful. Rosie, I owe you an apology. The way I behaved when you arrived tame, the things I said, Poe, it was awful. I was awful. I know what I look like to you. The cold wife, Diamonds, who said terrible things about your dress and your feet. The truth is, I was scared. Scared of what? Of you. Of what you might think of me. Of what Jackwood might have told you about me. I have been alone in this palace for 5 years. 5 years of eating alone, sleeping alone.
And then you arrived. And I saw the way he looked at you, the way he held your hand. He has never done any of those things for me. Not once. And I broke. But you don't know what it's like, Rosie. Living in this palace. Alone.
That sounds lonely. It is. You have no idea. I'm not a bad person, Rosie. I'm
just a woman who married the wrong man for the wrong reason.
and I've been paying for it ever since.
It's time you knew the truth about him. Why are you telling me this? Because I think you should know who Jackwood really is. Before you fall too deep.
Jackwood is charming. I know. Oh, that smile, those eyes, the way he makes you feel like you're the only person in the world. But there's more to him than that. But he does this, Rosie. This is what he does.
Does what?
He disappears. For weeks, sometimes months.
And he finds people. Beautiful, interesting, kind people.
Like you. He brings them back. Shows them the palace, the gardens, the cherry blossoms, the candlelight dinners. When the crown demands what the crown always demands go, he sends them home with a carriage, with a beautiful memory and a broken heart. How many? 3. Before you. I'm not telling you this to hurt you. I'm telling you because I was the first woman he did this to. I married him believing I was special.
Just be careful. That's all I ask.
Rosie, I was just looking for you. I found something in the library that...
Not now, Jackwood. Can I ask you something?
Anything.
Have you done this before? This, the storm, the cottage, the carriage with the pink flowers, the rose chamber, the candles, the dance.
What? Done what?
Have you brought someone here before?
What are you talking about?
No.
Never, not once. There has never been anyone in that carriage, never been anyone in the rose chamber, never been anyone at that table or in that ballroom or...
Who told you this?
First edition. I found it in the East Wing Library, behind a row of old maps. It has handwritten notes in the margins from someone who read it 200 years ago.
I wasn't looking for you when I walked into that storm, Rosie. And then a door opened. And there was tea.
And Rumi.
And Rumi. And a girl who talked to butterflies and made the...
I want to believe you.
What did you tell her?
You could knock.
What did you tell her?
Tell whom?
Don't.
Oh. You mean your little garden girl?
What did you tell her?
I told her the truth.
You told her there were others before her.
Were there not?
You know there were not. You know that, Erica. In 5 years' 5 years' Talus, I have never brought anyone to this palace. You lied to her. You looked her in the eye and you lied.
I protected her.
Protected her? From what?
I protected her. From you. From this.
Yes.
From the inevitable moment when the crown calls and you answer. When the council demands a real queen and you fold. When the fairy tale ends and she is sent home in that pretty little carriage with a broken heart and a book of poetry. I didn't lie to her, Jackwood. I showed her the future.
You want to know the difference between you and her? She lives in a cottage in a jungle. She grows her own food. She reads poetry to butterflies. She has nothing. And she has never once
Adele, not for 1 second how, made me feel as cold as you make me feel every single day.
And
Listen to me carefully, Erica, because I will say this once. You can keep your crown, you can keep your title. You can keep this room, and these diamonds, and every corridor in this palace. But if you go near her again, Head, if you speak to her again, Head, if you plant one more word of poison in her mind, Head, I will end this marriage, publicly, formally, in front of the entire court, and I will let them see exactly what... I never told you what 5 years of this arrangement has looked like behind closed doors.
And you expect me to believe you now?
She is a guest in this palace, my guest, and she will be treated with the respect she deserves. Find a way to undo what you've done. I don't care how.
You said, let the beauty of what you love be what you do.
But what do you do when the beauty isn't real?
I'm sorry. I know you're packing. I know what she told you. And I know you have every reason to open this door, walk past me, get in that carriage, and never look back. But I am asking you go. Please, War, give me 5 minutes. Just 5. And if you still want to leave after that, I will drive the car myself. She told you there were others.
3.
3.
Before me.
There were none.
She said you do this. The carriage, the roses, the candles.
I have never done any of this. Not for anyone. Not once in my life.
How do I know that? How do I know you're not just saying what I need to hear?
Do you know what this is?
A key.
The key to the Rose Chamber. This room has been locked for 11 years, Rosie. 11.
11.
Since my mother died. This was her room. She loved pink. Everything pink. My father used to say the entire East Wing blushed the day she moved in. When she died new, I locked this door. I took the key, and I told Aldrich that no one need was to enter this room. Ever. 11 years. Through every state visit, every royal banquet, every dignitary who needed him a room chox, Aldrich gave them other chambers. This door stayed locked. This bed stayed made. These curtains stayed drawn. Until you. I opened my mother's room for you, Rosie.
Yeah.
I put fresh roses where she used to put fresh roses. I placed Rumi where she used to place her books. I did not do this for a distraction. I did not do this for a pattern. I did not do this because I do this. I did this because when you walked out of that cottage in your yellow dress with dirt on your fingers and Rumi against your chest, I saw her. Not my mother, but what my mother was. The warmth, the life, the way the whole world got brighter when she walked into a room. And I thought, Neen, for the first time in 11 years, Dev, maybe this room should have someone in it again. Someone who deserves it.
Your mother's room?
Her room, her roses, her window, and now yours.
We're home, Rosie. Yes, finally. I told you I'd come back.
Wherever you are and whatever you do, be in love. Look, darling, it's beautiful, magical. It truly is.